Living in the city of Bamenda has been so awesome ever since I came here, and everything has been moving on well. But yet, there are certain things you need to take precautions of when living in the city of Bamenda. Either being a visitor, either being a passerby, either relocating to come and stay here. We know it's a crisis region, but life still goes about normally. So in this video, I'll be telling you the things to do and what not to do in Bamenda. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time being here, please do me a favor to like this video, share and subscribe. And talking about what to do in Bamenda, how to stay your best life in the city of Bamenda, the first thing you need to have to live in Bamenda is your ID card. Yes, your national ID card. You see this is a very important. Anyone living in Bamenda, there are certain cases that we have had in Bamenda because of an ID. Even if you are living in your house and you just want to go behind your house to do something, my best advice to you is have your ID card with you, because at any point, at any moment, those uniform people can just come to you and present you. You just want you to show them your ID. We know people have been talking about IDs have issues, my ID is not coming out, but just have something that identifies you. At least if you don't have an ID card, your driving license is also there to identify you, but make sure you have an ID card. Make sure you have the original one, because there are sometimes that even the paper one that they give you, the carton, they might still be complicated. Have your ID card wherever you go. If you're a woman, you're wearing kaba, make sure in your pocket you have the ID card there. A man, there your pocket behind. Make sure you have your ID card there. Anywhere you are going, your ID card should be with you. Your ID card should be like your dress or your shoes or your slipper. In fact, anything, you should have your ID card with you, because at any point, you might be asked your ID card. The second thing you should take in consideration living in Bamenda, it's time. Yes, time is very important. At first, they used to say we have black man time. Now in Bamenda, we don't have black man time again. If somebody puts an occasion and the person says the occasion starts at 1 p.m., my dear brother, my dear sister, if you are going to the occasion at 3, you are going towards the end of the occasion. Yes, I have been a witness to it. I have seen it happen. Because we know now in Bamenda, people are so strict concerning time, because people do not want to move outside. Life has become so much in a way that by 6 p.m., places are already closed. Most people in some carrefours, they actually stay up to like 7, 8 p.m. and like 8:30, 8 p.m. let me say, places are actually quiet. You cannot even see somebody passing on the road. It actually tells you what it is. If you're in Bamenda and you want to visit somewhere, you need to be there on time if they're giving you time. Let me give you an example. I went for my friend's wedding. That time when I was coming to Bamenda, I was in Yaoundé, and this wedding was supposed to start at 9 a.m. And in my mind, I was like, 9 is too early, you know, that kind of. I got to church around that kind of past 10. It was already 11. Like, I just got to church and they were already the final processing, doing the final conclusion in church. Now, we left church. They said we should go directly to the hall. The hall was a distance away from church, because the church was at Maitiri and then the hall was at Tambulung. So it was like a distance, a very long distance from church to the reception ground. So I was like, okay, let me go back home, change before I now go now to the reception. And in my mind, I was like, after church, the couples and their groomsmen, bridesmaids will go for pictures and everything. Shockingly, when I got home and I was about sorting out my dress to wear, my phone was ringing. My friends were asking, where are you people? Come on, they are about to start. And I was like, so soon? Guess what? I reached at the event, and when I settled down, it's not take up to like 20 minutes. 15 minutes even, the couple's already entering the hall. That was just to tell you that when they gave time, they already know how time was. By 4:30, that event was okay. The marriage was actually over. That they didn't finish everything. People were now rushing home. The remaining people, they were just like taking pictures and everything. That's just to tell you how time it is in Bamenda. People don't joke when it comes to timing now in Bamenda. That's it. Another thing is know where you go. Know what you speak. In Bamenda now, I will tell you, in your utmost best, if you can avoid crowded places, My dear, do it. Do it. Avoid those places that you know they are crowded. Even if they are doing the work there that is very interesting, just avoid it, because anything can happen there at any time. Nobody will tell you. Bamenda is just whether at any moment place can just be heated. So just avoid you places that are very crowded, and also know what you say, know the kind of discussion that you discuss. You see things about this crisis, if you can avoid them, not to discuss them in taxis, in public places, even in your house. If you want to talk about it, whisper, because they say words have ears. So just mindful, because when you don't talk about these things, you focus on what you want to do, you focus on your personal things, you see that you not find yourself in any problem, because life will actually be going on smoothly. Avoid talking about the military, avoid talking about this crisis, avoid talking about the voices in the bushes, because you never can know who is around you. You might be talking about the voices in the bushes, whereas there is a military beside you. You might be talking about the military, whereas there's a voices beside. So just be careful on what you speak. That is just a good precaution if you want to live your best life in Bamenda. Another thing to put in your mind is where you want to go. I'm going to be honest here to tell you guys that some of you guys which have been watching my videos, some people have been telling me, why do I show just between Quen and Mancon and substation? Why do I not show other places? See, since the crisis started, there are places that I don't function. I don't go there, because I just want to limit myself to have a good ground, to have a good space for me. I've not been to Bamili. Furthermore, I end at Polytech my 6. People that know Bamenda, Polytech at my 6. I'm not even been to Bambui. And then to talk about Mancon site, apart from Commercial Avenue and food market, I don't even, that's hospital roundabout. I don't even want to make up to 1 hour or 30 minutes about in that area. These are some kind of targeted areas that you should be very, like, if you are doing things there, you should be very smart. You should be, your passing there should be very, like, very fast. That is just a caution. I'm not saying that people will actually, they don't live there, they don't do things there, but it's just that in my own mind, I've made it in a way that I just want to be, like, in a quickest way to pass in that areas. Yeah. With all this, if you put these things in mind, you will see that life in Bamenda is going to actually be best. Now, another thing is, what time do daily activities start in Bamenda? I'll tell you, daily activities start in Bamenda like 6 a.m. Because there are people that if these are not really bright, like, they'll not come out from their houses. You know that in those days that women used to get up like 5:30, they start selling puff puff, beans on the road, people are going to school, they're passing those things, people are going for work, they're passing and buying. Now like this is not like that. At this point, people actually start those things around that kind of 6:30 in the morning, start selling by the roadside, because they already know they don't want some kind of things. People who sell by the roadside, they actually don't carry all their things to the roadside, because if they, like, they say hey, and people have to actually start running, what will you find yourself to carry things? No, you have to just be going. So that's how it is. So these are some of the precautions that if you have them in mind, you actually live best in Bamenda. Another thing is, avoid staying out long in Bamenda. You see me, latest 6 p.m. I'm in my house. There are people that they actually, in, if you are in town and you are going somewhere when it's around 5 p.m., people are on a rush. Like at that 5 p.m., automatically transport fare increases in Bamenda. If you're in Commercial Avenue and you want to go somewhere else like my Tunkwen, don't be surprised, people pay 500, but that's a normal transport fare area where people pay like 300. From my 2 to Commercial Avenue, 300. But if you are coming back around past 5, my dear, you pay 500 francs. Nobody is, that's, the driver is high with you now. The driver is high. The driver is never looking at your face. You are proposing, my 2, I have 200, 300. Nobody's 500. Beep, enter. That's how it is, my Bamenda. I went for an event. It was at a veterinary junction where Tambulung Church is. And I had to go to my house. From there to Fonja Street, how much did I pay? 500 francs. The taxman did not even look at my face when I was proposing 300. It's one man just come and told me that, prefer pay at 500, you go your house, or you sleep a year. Nobody's looking at that. There is a rush now. They are doubling people inside the taxi because everybody wants to rush to go back home. There are taxi workers that they end working at a taxi at 5 p.m. If you see any taxi that is working after 5 p.m. 6, it means the taxi man is actually trying. Might be a taxi man to cover up some money. So when you have these things, this is actually a way so that you don't spend more in Bamenda. Because if you want to limit your spending to be at the right time, be at the right place, go know how to be like very fast in doing your things and don't go back late, you actually don't spend too much. But if you're that kind of person that you want to actually make your life where you'll be going back by 6 p.m., 5 p.m., good. Know that you actually be paying high transport when going back wherever your destination is. Now, you see, upstation is different from downtown Bamenda. Upstation, life there goes on 24/7. There are people that go and chop life in upstation because there they know it's more secure, it's a residential site. People are actually activities. Bars are there like from 4 p.m. that they open to the next day dawn. Bars are functioning, snack bars, nightclubs are functioning in upstation. But downtown, by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, bars are closed. If you except that you're a stubborn bar that you actually want to be like open to 10, 11, that one is your own, but that's just it. So these are just the things that, in my best opinion, you can actually put them in mind if you want to actually live a good and simple life out of trouble in Bamenda. Just put these things that I have set in place. And if there is any other thing you need me to talk about Bamenda, just leave it down there in the comment section and I'm going to tell you about it. If there is another thing I forgot to say, you can actually drop it in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching, and please tell me where you're watching. Until then, see you all in my next video.